I feel sympathy for pretty much any chorus pedal that comes my way. See, I grew up on my dad's CE1. That big old chunky behemoth that's probably the best chorus pedal that's ever been made. For me, that was my normal chorus pedal, and it wasn't until, much later that I found out that I was using something really quite special. But unfortunately, since that was the chorus pedal I grew up on, that's the chorus pedal that every other chorus pedal I play has to compete with. Good luck. So why don't I use a CE1 if it's the greatest chorus pedal ever been made? Because they're really annoying. It's gigantic, it's heavy, and it runs off mains power supply. So, here in Australia, 240 volts. You may have heard me say in another one of my demos that any pedal that doesn't run off 9 volts, and it doesn't really have true bypass. That being said, the preamp in it is pretty awesome. It sounds great. It adds a bit of top end and a little bit of dirt to everything, which is kind of cool. So look, it's great and all, but good luck. You gotta set up an entire pedal board just to run a CE1. Most of us aren't going to do that just for chorus, so we need to find a more practical solution than one of those things. So when I went to buy a chorus pedal, I did a bit of a shootout in the store between a TC Electronic Corona Chorus, which, boy, they regret that name these days, don't they? So, yeah, it was a Corona Chorus, an Analog Man Bi-Chorus, and obviously the CMAT Chorus. My experience led me to sort of figure out that there's two different ways a chorus pedal choruses, if that makes sense. I found that the TC Electronic kind of added this real sort of shimmer effect, which is awesome, but it kind of sat on top of everything. It was really obvious, but it didn't really feel natural. Meanwhile, the Analog Man kind of blended really well with your tone, but then I found it wasn't necessarily the most obvious chorus effect. And really, if you're using chorus, you're not trying to be that subtle. You do want people to notice when you've turned it on, yeah? So the fact that I'm sitting here with a CMAT shows obviously what I went with. What I liked about the CMAT is, first of all, the controls are really versatile. With the pots and the suite that's in them, you can pretty much get this chorus pedal to do whatever you want. If you wanted to do that sort of bright, shimmery, sit on top of your guitar sound sort of thing, like the TC Electronic, you just crank the blend control really high and it'll do that. Meanwhile, if you're after more of the Analog Man sort of really blend in with your vibe, I guess, then you would back the blend control off and you get that sort of more natural sort of feel. So that was really useful about it. Also, with the speed and depth controls, you can get it into full seasickness if you're that sort of person, or at the same time you can back it off and get the real sort of just spaced out, kind of like a doubled effect going on as well. So the controls were really, really versatile. I don't think it did the shimmer thing or the blend thing as well as, the respective pedals I was mentioning earlier. But that being said, the fact that it could sort of do both made me happy. But the other reason why I like this pedal is because it reminded me of Dad's CE1. Now, I'm not going to sit here and claim that it's a clone of this CE1 or anything like that. Quite frankly, I know nothing about the guts of this pedal or the guts of a CE1. So, I mean, if it's something completely different, yeah, okay, fine, I'll wear that. But playing it, it sounded and felt like the CE1. It made me think of the CE1. It reminded me of it. So since that's like my yardstick that all other chorus pedals are going to be compared against, this one felt the most like home to me. So I went home with the CMAT and have been very happy with it ever since. I've never directly compared the CMAT versus the CE1. So, I mean, who knows? I could be well off base here. Hopefully, I get to hook up the CE1 and into this pedal gauntlet and see how that actually stacks up. But, as I said, I just liked how this one sounded best. It reminded me of my favorite chorus pedal. And with the versatility of those controls, I sort of sit there and think that this chorus pedal can do anything. So, if you're after a chorus pedal, definitely give this one a shot.